Welcome back to Magic Tarot Cards. It's Jasmine with a 7-card spread. This is someone requested this one for Nipsey Hussle. Okay, so I'm gonna try to tap into his energy. I'll pre-shuffle the cards, and these are the ones that fell out, and I shuffled for a pretty good long while and trying to pick up his energy. Also, this video is not made for kids. If you're under the age of 18, please click off now. This is my brand channel. You are not allowed to copy this video in any way, shape, form, or fashion without my permission. And if it doesn't resonate with whoever, you can click off. All right. Also, what I was going to say is that the information does come from the cards and the spirit guides. It does not reflect on my own thoughts and opinions. All that is in the disclaimer down below. Okay, if you want a personal reading, you can contact me with the information down below. All right, so let's get started with the first one. We have the 3 of Swords. And as you can see, this 3 swords are piercing the heart. Okay, so this is literally heartbreak, tragic heartbreak. And this card comes, this actually is representing his energy and the family's energy as well. Everybody's energy when he passed away. So it was like a huge heartbreak, pain, sorrow are expressed with this card here due to some misfortune. So it was a misfortune that he died the way he did. There was disorder. There was upheaval that caused distress. Due to some kind of misfortune. I see loved ones were separated by this, by war and political strife. So this represents, all his family, him, everyone that was associated with him. They were separated by this tragic event that happened to him. Okay, it was tragic, very tragic. I'm feeling that his spirit and his soul was like this, and like when it happened, after it happened, and he was, moving on, ascending, his spirit was like this because it happened so unexpectedly. Okay, so now we have the 9 of Pentacles in the upright. So this represents the way he was. He was very fortunate. Before the murder, he was just abundant in what he was doing. But there was someone that was jealous of him, okay? And the person that caused his death was extremely jealous, had, I guess as you people would say, beef. They had beef with him and just wanted to do away with him. There's a bird bringing in a message. I do feel like I hear that he was saying that it was very unexpected. He did not know that this was going to happen. So it was like when he got pulled out of his body, it was like he was in shock. He was in shock because he wasn't expecting this. I'm hearing that saying that he had a good life. He was successful, and he felt like he was moving in the right direction. He wasn't ready to go because he still had a whole lot of more work to do. He was working on a lot of things, and he had a lot of work to do, so he wasn't ready to move on. All those coins behind him represent the money that he's already made, which was left, to his family. And he's worried about his daughter, his children, and his daughter. I'm hearing daughter, but his children. I know he has, more than one. So he's worried about his children that they're gonna, the right things are gonna go to them. I'm hearing that he's worried that the right things are going to go to him, like maybe his property or money or whatever, and he does come to his family in dreams. I'm hearing that he comes to them in dreams to talk to them, to reassure them that, that he's okay and everything else is going to be okay. He doesn't want his children to worry about that. He wants his legacy, to be remembered, and he wants his belongings, his money, and everything to go to the proper people. And that's what the message is. The bird always brings in messages here. Now, this Five of Swords in the upright is the scattered energy. He's showing me the energy of the way it was on the day he got murdered, and the energy between him and this man. It was scattered energy, like it didn't make no sense. It didn't make no sense for why this person felt the way he did about him, and so the energy scattered. See, you see here where the poles are waving all over the place. They're not going in one direction or the other. They're just all over the place. The men are fighting and don't even know what they're fighting for. So the energy is scattered, and he's showing me that that's how the energy was between him and this person that, or actually the person that shot him. That person that shot him had this energy here that just shot him for no reason. There was no reason for him to be shot like that and gunned down like that. The energy was scattered. That person, didn't even know what he was mad about. That's what I'm hearing. I keep hearing that. When someone has the energy of the Five of Wands, it represents excuse me, opposition or struggle. It represents a difficult situation that there is no clarity to. So it's like he's saying he wasn't clear on why this person had these issues as strong as they were. I'm sorry, I'm still coughing a little bit. Excuse me. And I'm hearing that there might have been maybe some legal issues as well. He feels like the person that did this to him was overly agitated more than what he should have been, probably under a lot of stress, and was very disorganized in their mind. I'm hearing their mental state was very disorganized, and this person was confused as well about certain things between them two, is what I'm hearing. Just overly agitated, lots of scattered energy. I keep hearing scattered energy, and just reacting defensively. That person was acting defensively, and I'm hearing that he said he got caught off guard. He got caught off guard by this person that was reacting defensively. So that's what that card represents there. Now, this is the Hermit. So after Nipsey was shot, when he ascended, he was in this position here, and this is where he was. Like right after, he was like the hermit, where he was thinking, to himself, since it was such a big shock, he couldn't understand how this happened to him, why his life ended so early, because he had so much more to do. And so he remained in this energy for a while, right after the death of him. He remained in the hermit energy up there where he's at, inside of his mind, trying to make sense of the whole issue, why it happened, how could he have prevented it, and just he left his loved ones behind, and how he's going to contact them, and just so on and so forth. Just he went on thinking and thinking and thinking about that. Okay, so then he comes to the conclusion to where, he's already accepting it, and he's like the magician. The magician can make anything happen. Okay, so now he's coming into the energy to where he knows, what happened with his death, and he's accepting it, but now he wants to change things around. He wants his soul to be better. He was one way on earth, but he wants to be another way in heaven. So he can manifest it. What he's saying is that he can manifest anything now that he's there, and he wants to manifest a different way of living, a better way of living. This is so hard to explain, this energy here. He doesn't want to be Nipsey Hussle anymore, because that's who he was on earth. Now in heaven, he's himself. Nipsey Hussle was just a rapper. I'm hearing he's saying Nipsey Hussle was a rapper, a great rapper, and a great artist, and all that. But now in heaven, that's a former life that he had. He's moving on to a different life in heaven, because that's what he's supposed to do. That's what we all do when we get there. We're not the people that we are on earth. So he realizes that now. And why I say that, because here's the hangman. The hangman represents just that. This is called the aha card, or self-accusation card. I can't say that word. I'm going to say self-realization card. Because when you get the hangman in your reading, it shows that you finally realize something, and you're in a stage where you're saying, oh, okay, I didn't realize that. So now he's seeking, something higher. You see the beam around his head, and he's literally in a cross here, hanging from a cross. So that represents that he is up there with the Most High, and his soul is better now. He's going to be the person that God intended him to be, is actually what this card is representing and what he is saying. So this also represents sacrifice and release. So that's what he feels like he's doing. He's sacrificing and releasing his former life, where he desires a more uplifting and spiritual life now, because that's exactly where he is. He's in a place where he's more spiritual now, and he wants to proceed with that. I do see that he comes, visits his family, and he tries to give them messages, like with dreams and stuff like that. I see that the color red means passion, so it's representing that he is going into his new spiritual life with passion, lots and lots of passion. Also, he wants to make sacrifices for his higher good in heaven, is what I'm hearing. Yes, he is certain. I'm hearing he is certain that heaven will lead him the way. Heaven will lead him the way. That's exactly what he's saying, that heaven will lead him the way. Whatever comes will come, is what he's saying. Whatever comes will come. And yes, wow. Okay. And he's ready to accept a new direction. I'm hearing that he's saying he's ready to accept the new direction for his life, for the highest good for himself. Right, okay. Yes. Yes. Okay, so, right. Spiritual. I'm hearing the word spiritual. I'm hearing the word something about his deep thoughts. I hear that he's in deep thought about his spiritual life, and he's already accepted what has happened, and he's ready to move in the next direction that heaven will lead him to. Okay, so now we have the Emperor. The Emperor is the card of conformity. So this card is here just to tell you, it's a conformity of all the other cards, that all the other cards are true. Okay, whenever the Emperor comes in at the end of the reading, it means whatever the reading told you, or whatever the cards told you, is true. The Emperor always confirms things. It confirms everything. I'm also seeing that the Emperor, he's saying that the Emperor represents leadership. So I feel like he's saying he's going to lead like a king. Okay, there it is. He's saying that he's going to lead like a king. He's going to lead like a king where he's at now, because that's what he wants to do. He wants to develop leadership skills and use the masculine side of himself to lead as a king in heaven. He wants to be as great as possible up there. I'm hearing that he received good counsel from his spirit guides and angels, and because he wants to, be up most high with them. I feel like he wants to use his authority a little bit, and he wants positive recognition. Wow, this is a hard reading, y'all. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of information. So that is the most part, that he wants people to know that he is going to lead like a king. I keep hearing that over and over. Okay, he wants to lead like a king where he's at now, and he's wants everyone to know that he's with the Most High, and that he is accepting his spiritual life, and he's going to move forward from this place on. He doesn't want his family to worry too much, or especially his children to cry for him, because he knows that they're sad and they cry for him. He doesn't want that. He does come visit often. He visits often, and then he wants all his stuff and everything to go to the proper people that it's supposed to go to, especially his children. He wants his children taken care of. All right. I'm going to stop here, y'all, because this energy is draining me really bad. These cards, especially this one, has a whole lot of energy, and this one here, and it's just draining. I feel so tired right now. All right, guys, I'm going to end it here. Maybe I'll do another one on him later on. I did this for someone that requested it. So here is your reading. Thank you for watching, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you want a personal reading, contact me with the information down below, and I'll get back at you. I'll talk to you next time. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye.